So there was an interesting situation this evening between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals, which directly related to the offsides rule and the ability to review that. And this was kind of interesting to me for a couple of reasons. Because number one, I'm not really a big fan of this rule because I feel like 7 to 8 times out of 10, it doesn't necessarily directly contribute to the goal. And you'll see in this situation how there was a potential offsides play, and yet there was an extended sequence beyond that where the Capitals maintain control. So Ovechkin has control of the puck behind. He makes a pass. He gets a shot. He scores. This was quite a while before the entry to the zone. And Carolina is staying on the bench because they don't think this is a goal. So here's Kuznetsov. He's going to cross over the blue line. Now look where he's got the puck. He's got the puck behind him. Look at the Carolina defenseman. He is up on his toes. He's aggressing. So, of course, Kuznetsov is not going to just hold the puck in front of him and let it be taken away from him, right? You're crossing the blue line. You do have control of the puck. You are allowed to literally skate backwards with your feet over the line before the puck as long as you have control. So that's the rule. You can see right there. Yeah, the announcers are wrong. It's not going to be offsides. He did raise his stick away from the puck, as you can see right there. But no, he hasn't lost control of it. And the reason he's raised his stick up is to, maybe make the defenseman think that he's going to drill it down to Geico down there and dump it in, which would be a pretty stupid play in overtime, but, you never can tell. But what he's really going to do is he's going to pass it to Ovechkin. So he's done that. He's made the backhand pass to Ovechkin. That's still control of the puck. So he doesn't think it's going to be a goal after seeing the replay. Yeah, we absolutely do have a good goal on the ice. And amazingly enough, the Carolina announcers and the Washington announcers have given us a very good example of why that should be a good goal, which is right here. So we've got 53 White for Carolina carrying the puck over the blue line, and what you're going to see next is he's going to fumble the puck ever so slightly right here. There was the fumble. So he lost control of it, and I'm not saying that he sucks. I'm just saying that sometimes the puck bounces off of your stick. And he was not in control of the puck. It did not go where he intended it to go. So it was a good offsides.
That's off hat, and they called it offsides. I don't get this.
Well,
The Caps needed just 1 point, but
it's not very hard to get. The Caps did need the point. They got 2. Obviously, they're a juggernaut, and I do feel sorry for the Hurricanes. They've had a rough season, but this offsides reviewable rule. I don't like the fact that you can just catch a guy who's just barely lifted his skate off the blue line in video review 15 seconds prior to a goal that had no impact on the play whatsoever. Yes, it was against the letter of the law in terms of, or the letter of the rule in terms of what was intended, but did it affect the outcome of the play? No, it didn't. So it's incredibly difficult to get into subjective measurements in sports rules because everybody's heart is with their home team, and that's how it should be. But, in this case, I think this is something the NHL needs to let go. They need to get a better handle on goaltender interference reviews because this one is simple. You can very clearly see the Capitals player never mishandled the puck, had complete control over it, could have done whatever he wanted to do. Whereas the Hurricanes player, he just bobbled it a little bit. And again, that happens in hockey. You're playing this game at, warp speed. These things happen. But, focus more on straightening out the inconsistencies in the calls of goaltender interference. I would really like to see more reviewable circumstances as far as high sticks. And the league definitely needs to include some sort of, goal line technology used in other sports, like in tennis. You can have high-speed cameras that will, point out when the line judge was actually full of shite and the ball was out or the ball was in. And in soccer or football, as the rest of the world calls it, they have goal line technology that they can tell if the ball has fully crossed the line. So we need cameras in the posts. We need more overhead cameras. We need more technology in the game. We need less offsides reviews because, frankly, that's low-hanging fruit. It's easy to gauge, but very infrequently is an offsides play that's blown by the referees caused a goal. Now, there is the Matt Duchene offside buffer zone, which is rather famous, where the referees a couple of seasons ago, Matt Duchene was probably 4 feet, 5 feet offsides. He knew it. Everybody in the building knew it. The referees didn't blow the whistle. He looked back at the referee, chuckled to himself, and said, well, they didn't blow the whistle, so I'm going to go dunk this. And the goaltender even made a somewhat half attempt at saving it because the whole play just didn't feel like a hockey play. It felt like it was offsides. Those types of things I understand. But, whether a player's, tip of his blade is touching the ice on the, holding the blue line, and he's not even involved in the play, I don't think that's valid, and the NHL needs to get rid of it. Let me know what you think. If you totally disagree, let me know. If you think I'm right on target, let me know that too. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye-bye.